So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Irving is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Batum. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Nene in at the 4 slot. The feed now to Whiteside. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Stoudemire, the screen. Here's Thomas. And the layup's good off the glass. Thomas got the first points of the night for Sacramento.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. And when you think of Kid Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
And Minnesota has possession. And the Timberwolves with possession. Left side, Batum. And here's Harden for 3. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
That's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
That's his first personal foul.
And there's the call on Nene. That is his first foul of the game. Morris, a screen. Thomas kicks to Harden. Morris, a screen. Another miss by Harden.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The pass to Whiteside. Dishes to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And this game is tied up now. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Harden draws the double. Sacramento with the ball. Whiteside dishes to Irving. Back to Whiteside. Pass to Middleton. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Harden against Middleton. Harden the pass to Morris. Sacramento moving it around. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Morris a screen. 6 to shoot. Fires, high post. And he gets it to go.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Irving kicks to Batum. Whiteside is screen on Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Whiteside. Irving dishes to Batum. The offensive rebound. Whiteside, no good.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Out of bounds, Minnesota. takes possession.
T-Wolves ball.
Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
That's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Lopez, he's checked in for Whiteside. Portis comes in for Nene. Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And McLemore subbed in for Chris Middleton. Harden missing again.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
Now here's Irving. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Irving's got 6.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Harden. Sacramento again missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Kicks to Hill. Irving with it. And it's Harden picking him up. And that one's good, Irving.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Thomas, that's good.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And McLemore kicks to Hill. And Harden comes to help. And Minnesota has possession. The dish to Irving. And stolen by Thomas. Goes up. And slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Stoudemire. Julius Randle comes in for Markieff Morris. And Smart subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. You look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for the Kings. Shelvin Mack comes in for James Harden. Thornton for 3. And he gets it to go. Thornton's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the block. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Portis has got his first basket of the night.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
And the foul called on Vasquez. That's his first foul. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Thornton, no good.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
Offensive rebound. Here's Portis. No good with the layup.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Pass to Thornton. To the paint. Here's Randall. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Kings lead by 1. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. McLemore, no good.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Now here's Smart. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. .114 left to play in the first. Vasquez passes to Lopez. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Snatched up. Fires the three. And there's Vasquez on the assist by Lopez. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead. Picked by Randall. Outside for Thornton. From deep three-point range. And that one's good. Thornton's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Sacramento. And there's the foul. It'll go on Shelvin Mack. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
19 seconds left in the first quarter. McLemore. Rejection.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Robin Lopez. Solomon Hill is out there with Portis. Then it's Ben McLemore. And it's Vasquez in at the 1. Hill dishes to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McLemore. Offensive rebound. The second chance effort. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Timberwolves look good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Robin Lopez.
And Robin Lopez, last season, he missed about 6 weeks with that broken hand. But freak injuries aside, he's been pretty durable over the course of his career. Had played in all 82 games the previous 2 seasons.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Nene, he's checked in for Portis. Batum comes in for Hill. Chris Middleton's checked in for Ben McLemore. And Irving subbed in for Vasquez. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. And he gets it back. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Outside Irving. He dishes it to Batum. Clock at 6. Irving kicks to Middleton. Jacks up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Robin Lopez signing a new contract this offseason. He had been significantly underpaid for his production over the last 2 seasons.
And, Kevin, you knew he was due for a raise. 7-footers who impact the game at both ends the way he does are really valuable.
Irving's shot is good.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Batum against Kidd-Gilchrist. Outside Batum. And on the way from Irving for 3. Batum passes to Nene. The shot will not go. Good work defensively by Morris.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
Irving dishes to Middleton. Back to Irving. Here's Nene. No good from 11 feet. The Kings trailed by 3. Stoudemire, the screen. Harden against Middleton. It's Harden with the drive. And the layup's good off the glass. Harden's got 4 points in the quarter.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You've got to get into his airspace. And that was far from it.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the
Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, I mean, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear the second half of the season, and then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Stoudemire. Randall comes in for Morris. Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Thomas. Harden draws the double. Steps back and shoots. Another miss by Harden.
And for Harden coming in second in the MVP race, he had a lot of first-place votes, and nobody knew if he or Curry would win the award. In most other seasons, he would have won the MVP.
He feeds it to Randall from about 19 feet. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Harden. Feeds it to Batum. Irving for 3. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
And for Harden last year, he could have easily have won the MVP, probably would have in other seasons. His big talking point for the award was how he carried the Rockets on his back. And he might have been the most valuable player to his team with the performances he had last year. Just call him the Beard. James Harden, not just iconic, but also entering the conversation for the best player in the NBA.
And speaking of Harden and being the best, he'd certainly tell you so. He referred to himself as the best all-around player in the league. What do you think?
And I think he's right in that category. A lot of people laughed him off when he said that, but he's been a legitimate MVP candidate. His defense has gotten better, and obviously his offensive game is off the charts.
Irving. And again, it's Minnesota.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Ajinça.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now, here is Irving. 17 points in the game. Puts up the baby hook. That one a little long. Harden against Batum. Harden kicks to Thornton. On the wing, Harden. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. Max checked in for James Harden. Now here's Smart. Defense is right there. Shot on the wing. Ajinça the pass to Smart. And stolen by Whiteside. Irving dishes to Whiteside. Here's Nene. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
On the wing, Batum. Irving kicks to Batum. From outside the arc, here's Whiteside. Second chance shot. They get it back. Here's Nene. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. .156 left in the first half. Lopez a screen. Shots good by McLemore.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
On the wing, Thornton. And it's sent back by Hill.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
5 to shoot. Picked off in midair. Up the floor. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Smart.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Now here's Vasquez. Lopez kicks to McLemore. The kick out to Hill. Just 4 to shoot. From outside, off the mark.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Smart, wide open, he fires. Off target from outside. Here's McLemore. And we finished one half of basketball. Minnesota on top, leading by 7. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
Excellent game we've seen from Kyrie Irving. He has 17 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's playing just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Stoudemire out there with Markieff Morris. Then it's Thomas. And it's Harden in the shooting guard position. And McLemore kicks to Lopez. The feed now to Vasquez.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Morris. Sinks that one from the post. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless. That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark. And the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Let's hear it for your Sacramento Kings.
Sacramento making a switch here. Thornton's checked in. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Lopez inside. Guarded by Stoudemire. Lopez, no luck. The Kings trail by 5. Outside Thomas. Morris a screen. Shot clock at 6. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Hill. Here's Stoudemire. Hill pulls it in.
Sacramento foul.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Irving passes to Middleton. Batum inside the three-point line. Money from the wing. Batum's got his first basket. Thomas again. It's Irving. Off the pick. Here's Morris. Takes the 13-footer.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Whiteside a screen on Thomas. Irving, good.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Stolen by Middleton. Kid Gilchrist against Batum. Nene outside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thomas against Irving. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Nene's got 5 rebounds tonight. Irving kicks to Middleton. Back to Irving. Whiteside inside. He's guarded by Thornton. Whiteside, no good. And Hassan Whiteside of Miami had the breakout year of all breakout years. Clark, he blew up in the right way last season. Averaged a double-double over 48 games.
Yeah, and great to see for Whiteside because he did have some issues prior to the breakout year. And it's nice to see him find his stride and produce with that awesome talent he has.
Sacramento making a switch here. Smart's checked in. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Irving against Thomas. They need this one. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And talking about Whiteside, he isn't completely out of the woods yet. I mean, after a couple of ejections last season, his teammates publicly condemned his actions. They questioned his maturity, challenged him to be more reliable, and for the most part, he was after those incidents.
Now Thomas, after Chris Middleton missed from long range. Morris a screen. Thomas dishes to Smart. His three-pointers off the mark.
And you know, the thing about Whiteside, guys, when he's right, he's an unbelievable game changer. Second in the league in blocked shots last season. Also posted the second-best field goal percentage. The guy can play if he keeps his head squarely on his neck. Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
That doesn't go either for Thomas.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And some changes here for the Kings. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Stoudemire. Randall comes in for Markieff Morris. And Max subbed in for Thomas. Now here's McLemore. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Goes up on the wing. Hits the front of the rim and out. Sacramento's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Hill kicks to Vasquez. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
Yeah, the new ownership, give them credit. Last year, the Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that really looked to be in the hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
Here's Vasquez. James Harden picking up that last basket. Vasquez kicks to Hill. And there's the pass to McLemore. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Morris comes in for Julius Randle. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. And Thomas subbed in for Matt. Just 5 to shoot. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. And that'll be his third foul so far. Vasquez passes to McLemore. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Vasquez has got 4 assists now tonight. Stoudemire setting the pick for Harden. Morris a screen. Harden's shot is good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Vasquez kicks to Hill. Misses the 3. Harden with it. 14 points for him. Up off the screen.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, you can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you, because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Minnesota leading by 8. Dishes it to Lopez. There's the pick. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And the shot is good. Kid Gilchrist has got his second bucket.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Lopez a screen on Thomas. He used that pick just right. Vasquez has got 4 points this quarter. Harden. Rebound, Minnesota. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
2 on the clock. Portis can't get it to go. Upside Thomas. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And that's now 8 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. Timberwolves leading by 6. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Whiteside is out there with Nene. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Batum. And it's Irving at the point guard. He kicks to Whiteside. And that one is hammered home.
Assist from.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. The 3 from Harden. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Pass to Batum. Nene, the screen. Outside Irving. 5 on the clock. Stolen by Smart. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. To the middle. It's stolen by Randall. Harden has a wide open look. And another 3 for Sacramento.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
Defense just not reacting with enough aggressiveness.
Irving double team. Pass to Middleton. It's up a 3. And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Irving attacking. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. Harden against Middleton. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smart. The shot is off. Minnesota leading by 5. Middleton outside. Fires for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Kid Gilchrist has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving, really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Harden dishes to Randall. Smart kicks to Harden. Sacramento moving it around. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Outside Irving. And it's Nene, top of the key. Outside for Batum. Middleton on the wing. Shoots a fader. Misses off the right iron.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
James Harden.
Marcus Smart was drafted to the Celtics as their future point guard. He came in with a lot of work to do and a skill set that people really like. But his first season, Clark, was a roller coaster.
Yeah, it really was. He was an off guard in high school and in his first year of college as well. Really only played full-time at the point the year before he was drafted.
Whiteside kicks to Irving. from 15 feet away. Shot is no good. Now 9 for 13 from the floor. Harden with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Middleton again. Harden. Mack the pass to Ajinça. A beautiful reverse layup.
And for Smart, though, he still has a lot of work to do on his ball handling and passing. His shooting, I think, exceeded some people's expectations. 37% from the field last year was subpar, but his 34% accuracy from three was solid. He finally started going straight up on his jumper instead of leaning in, and his release looked money.
Harden draws the double. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Whiteside dishes to Batum. Rebounded by Ajinça. Ajinça's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, you talk about Smart's lackluster field goal percentage. Once he gets more comfortable with his ball handling and adjust to the length in the NBA, I think he'll convert more at the basket. That'll also create more drive and dish chances for him as well.
Nene setting the pick for Irving. On the wing, Batum. Here's Whiteside. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
Shooting one.
Julius Randle picks one up.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Stoudemire's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Markieff Morris comes in for Randle. And Thomas subbed in for Sheldon Mack. Clock at 4. It's tipped. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Middleton. And that's now 27 points for Kyrie Irving. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
All right, Sacramento.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And Kid Gilchrist had that scary, funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, really worked tirelessly. Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
Vasquez, that's good. Clark for Kid Gilchrist, and his shot. It seemed to be a step in the right direction for his entire offensive game.
Well, Kevin, it was the first year of reworking that jump shot, and the mid-range percentage has gone up as a result. That's positive progress.
Here's Morris. Can't get it to go. And Minnesota will come the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
That's his first personal foul.
Kid Gilchrist again. Still. Harden kicks to Thomas. To the middle. Stoudemire. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Free throw drops for Stoudemire. So it's Minnesota now. 6-point game. On the wing, Batum. Outside Irving. Misses the three.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Launches a three. And that is good. Irving's got 13 points in the second half.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
Irving against Harden. Lets it go from 11. The offensive rebound. Morris, no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Right side a screen. Kicks it to Irving. 5 to shoot. The dish to Whiteside. Here's Nene. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
He's able to hit the second one, and that will push the lead to double digits. So for the Kings, they come in off the loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. The three from Harden. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Timberwolves.
Clark, the bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Yeah, you always like to see that, Kevin, when your reserves can perform and help you pull out a win.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Kyrie Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And that one's good.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
Wide open look. And he knocks down the jumper. Irving's got 32 points.
And the fans already heading for the exits, clearly not pleased with the way things turned out today.
Well, Greg, this was a well-deserved win. I mean, they came into this building and acted like it was their home turf. I mean, they were the ones calling the shots and controlling everything.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here.